Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to today's video. Hope you had a great day in the market. It's been okay for us. We're up $14.22 as you see here. We actually took two trades, one from a long perspective on BURG and we gained 5 cents on that, and then we took a short trade on ATIS and we gained 9 cents on that. Yeah, overall really happy with how everything's going so far. I was disappointed in my trading today. I hesitated on 3 different occasions on ATIS and they would have made some really pretty good gains. Really had a really bad trade from a shorting perspective on ATIS. Don't like my trade at all, which I'll talk about. And BURG, I was actually a bit unlucky not to get filled at the 290 area for a 20-cent gain. So it is what it is. Overall, happy with in the grand scheme of things, happy with how everything's going. I think it's about my 9th green day now, and yeah, let's get into the recap. So BURG was pretty much the only one we was looking at this morning. BLIM was making a continuation, but it started to sell off. It was hard to gauge what I was going to do with BURG because just about 20 minutes or 15 minutes before the open, it was just kind of in this wedge area here, going above and below the VWAP. Didn't really have an idea to wash out long or break up the high of day. But once it started to get really close to the bell, you see this 27, 28 and 29 minutes, we get this high of 288. Then I'm going into two things. Basically, I always have sort of two ideas what I'm going to do. If I think the stock's overextended, I'm going to wait for the stock to wash down. I'm going to buy the bottom and then look for it to rip back up. Or I'm going to look for a pivot area at the high of the pre-market, and if I think it can go further, I will look for that break. And to be honest, normally I'm only looking for one or the other. In this occasion, I was actually looking for both because we've got this high of 288, and then it opened at 280. I could have easily seen this hit 290, flush up to $3, break free, and then I'll sell on a break of 3. Or I was waiting for a washout down to the 250 area, down to the VWAP, and buy for a washout long. What actually happened was we opened around the 280 area, it pulled down to 260, so I was thinking, okay, a little bit more in the washout. It didn't. Then I see loads of green prints coming in, see it come back up to 270, hit. I easily thought this can go to 3 now, so I got in as you see here, 275. It had a high of day of around this 295 area, so it was up 20 cents. Went to execute, you see here, BURG, went to get in, went to sell my shares on the ask, didn't get filled, then it dropped. Well, I waited a second, didn't get filled, then it dropped, and then we had to sell on the bid. So we only gained 5 cents. So overall, I mean, if I took 2,000 shares there, which will be a standard share size in the future, that's a quick $100. So nothing too bad. I did allocate some shares to short because of this 275 area was becoming resistance from the daily chart. But we never got the retest. You see how it just bled out, and next thing you know, it's down at the 250, 230 area. Basically, most of the meat of the move is gone because I was looking to get in at that 275 area and ride it down to, I'll show you here, around 225, and then net stop $2. So I'll just show you. You see how I got marked out 275 right here, and then you see how this 225 area come to play. The reason I got 275 was, you see, you got this candle here. There's also a pivot point in the actual stock on a daily chart. So once again, 275. So you look at here, it's touching there and there. So it's become support there. It's becoming resistance there. It's becoming support there. So you just see, and then support again. So you just see how that area comes into play, and we just never got the retest. So once it failed, you see it fell down to 225, where that was going to be our first profit taking error. The reason 225 was from an intraday perspective. You just see how it's got sort of that bit of support here, and then you see later on it actually turned into resistance, and then it sold off. Once it can't break the resistance, it goes back down, and then you see it's gone down to 186 now. So happy that I got in. I was happy with my trading overall on BURG. Just maybe I could have hit the bid, but it is what it is. Had a good game plan. Sadly, we didn't get the retest because I think we would have got a good 50-cent profit from a short in. But it is what it is. Today, it just didn't retest. All my sort of frustrations come from ATIS basically. So this was basically come up on the scanner, the momentum scanner, just just you see here, it ripped from $2 all the way up to $2.90. It gets halted. When it gets halted, I know this is a stock that has a previous history of actually giving back all its gains, so allocated shares to short again. But what I've seen a lot recently with these halts is they're opening sometimes higher or a little bit lower, and then what they're doing is they're dipping down and then surging back up. So that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for this dip down, surge back up. We got that. So the area I would have got in was right here around this. It was basically this 290 area. Look for the sell of $3 above 3. It's a little 15-cent gain, and obviously try and get in to anticipate the break of 290 as well. So maybe 280, 285. We got this little wash down, not massive. It was only a little dip, perfectly what we wanted, and then it broke. And then I was frustrated that I didn't take the trade. It then come down again, and then you see second time it got to this 320 area, which is a bit of a pivot point in the stock that I've got marked up on from the daily chart, which you see here. That 320 marked up on the daily chart. The reason 320, I'll just quickly show you so you understand. We've got this candle here. You see, we've got another touch there. It's just a price point in the area. It doesn't actually mean anything's going to happen at that price point. You see body of the candle, resistance. It's just an idea, and now it's become support, this 320 area. It just shows you that something happens at that price point, whether it's support or resistance, keep an eye on it, and that's all I look for. And you see how it come into play today. So you see we got the pop, we got the push, didn't take it, then didn't take the short. So yeah, this is better. This is this one's a bit different, isn't it? So it's got two candles. I thought that was a bit strange. Yeah, so basically you see there anyway, it opened up here. We got the little dip down, then we see the surge. That's where I should have got in at that 270. I thought it was a bit high. Yeah, 280 area. And then I should have sold through. Went to a high of 320. It's pretty hard to switch between the two, but I should have definitely either done one or the other. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't take any trades, because I was probably looking for the long and the short in the same sentence, so in the same time frame. So when it popped down here and we got the high of 78. On this candle, once it breaks 70, especially or 80, and especially 90, we should look to get in, sell for the pop above 3, and then once again, where does it get to? It gets all the way up to 3. Where's the high of this? It's not 317, and then yeah, right around that 320 area. Look to get short. It gets down. It retests this 320 area. Once again, I just failed to actually pull the trigger, and yeah, really disappointed because I had so many entries there. 320 can risk off the this hard day of 331, and that would have been that. But just show you my trade quickly on the stock. Sorry, just show you the trade on the stock quickly. As my little boy is crying, I'll just quickly show you this. Basically, what happened was when I didn't get in, decided to get overextended to the downside. It pulled back up to the 250 area, the 9 EMA right there, and that's where I took my trade. So basically, you see, overextended, has to pull back. Where does it pull back to? The 9 EMA, which happens to be at 250. I got in thinking this could still go all the way down to 3-1, risking off the VWAP, which was 265. So 3-1 profit loss or risk reward there. But I kind of knew this was a FOMO trade, a chasing trade, so I just tried to. Once it wasn't doing exactly what I was doing, and I could see this curling back up, I just saw I was up 9 cents on the R, so I just took it, and that was it. So that was it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It said not my best day of trading, but we're green, and we'll live to fight another day. So all good. Okay, guys, take care. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.